everybody, this is Cindy. Welcome back to part 2 of our Best Dressed series. In today's class, I'm going to be teaching you how to make this gift card holder. This is a moving gift card holder. It features all these cute purses with lots of bling on the front. It has a fun sentiment, and then of course when you open it up, it is a moving gift card holder, so you can see that the gift card pops in and out of the card. So let's get started and I'll teach you how to make this fun card.
Okay, I have a 4 1/4 by 9 3/4 purple posy cardstock. It's been scored at 3 7 1/4. And then a 2 3/4 by 5 inch Whisper White cardstock. This has been scored at 1 inch and 4 1/2 inches. Now I'm going to set that to the side and let's get started on making a pocket on the purple posy cardstock. So I'm going to fold up the front flap. I'll use my bone folder to get a nice clean flat fold. Okay, now we are ready to add our tear and tape. So I'm going to grab my roll of tape and then I'm going to put this on both sides of the pocket on that front flap. And then after I stick it down, I'll go ahead and I'll just remove the backing and get this one off here. Okay, and then I'm going to fold this up and press it down, and now the pocket is done. So then we'll close the front of the card and use our bone folder to just make it nice and flat. And now we're ready to add the DSP. So we're going to start with this purse DSP. This is 2 3/4 inches by 4 inches. And then the second piece is 1 by 4 1/4. So for the purse piece, we're going to go ahead and add adhesive to the back. And you can put this down in any direction because the pattern has purses going in all different directions. So it looks cute any way you want to put it down. And so you'll go ahead and adhere that to the front of the card. And then we'll do the stripe piece next, which is actually the back side of that purse print. So we'll go ahead and put a little bit of adhesive there, and then that's going to just decorate that front remaining panel of the card, like so. Okay, now that's stuck down. Now the next thing that we'll need to do is make a little seal for the front to hold the flap down. So I'm going to do that with a scrap piece of Whisper White cardstock, and using my black Memento ink pad, I'm going to stamp one of the sentiments from the Dress to Impress stamp set. And this is one of my favorite ones. It says, "Kindness is always in style." I think that's such a nice thing to say. So then we're going to go ahead and grab our 1 1/2 inch circle punch, and we'll punch this out. Okay, for our next step, we're going to take the Label Me Lovely punch. This is one of our newer punches. And then a scrap piece of the purple posy cardstock. I'm going to punch out that punch. And then we're going to grab a couple of dimensionals, and we'll stick some dimensionals on the back of that 1 1/2 inch circle, and then we'll press this to the center of the punch. Now this piece is going to act as a hinge on the front of the card. It's going to be what holds the front flap down. So we want to be careful where we place our dimensionals. So I'm going to kind of eyeball it and flip it over, and then I'm going to place those dimensionals just around a little bit below the halfway point on the back of that purple posy punch piece. I'm going to say that 3 times fast. Okay, then we're going to take that and kind of just butt it up against the edge of that purple posy. You don't want to be on top of it, but you just want to be able to feel it slightly so that you'll know that the paper will not be stuck down but kind of caught behind it, just like that. Okay, now we are ready to add some rhinestones to the front here. So let me grab my Take Your Pick tool and my rhinestones. And then I'm going to just go ahead and pick up a rhinestone, and I will place these all over this front. So I'm going to look for places like where there might be a buckle or a clasp image on the purse, and then I'll just go ahead and use rhinestones of all different sizes and stick them all over the front. And then on the word kindness, I want to pick up a rhinestone and just dot the letter I with the rhinestone on that sentiment as well. So after I've added rhinestones to pretty much all of the purses, as you can see, then the front is completed. And I love that one on the eye there. So let's go ahead and set this down, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to do the popping mechanism on the inside of the card. So we'll take this second one here, and then again we'll take this white piece of paper, and on this little 1/2 inch part at the bottom, the small 1/2 inch part, we're going to just fold it back. And then on the other score line, we're going to fold that in the opposite direction. That's actually going to be the pocket. We don't need to secure it at all as far as adding any tear and tape to that, but we are going to add some liquid glue to that little 1/2 inch flap. And you want to just cover that nice and evenly. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to press it in the same direction that I'm holding it. I'm going to press that right above that score line of the purple posy cardstock. So it's going to sit right above in the center, right above that line. And so then we're going to just press it down. So this is on the top flap of the card above the score line. Okay. And then you just press it down really good. Make sure it's nice and bonded on there, nice and strong. And then I'm going to take that and fold it down and take that second or the bottom folded part and I'm going to just tuck it in and tuck it right into the pocket. So now we're ready to just add a gift card. So I have a gift card here, and then you're going to stick this into the pocket the long way, and then when you close the front flap of the card, that gift card will just slide down into that front pocket a little bit. So there you go. Isn't that a fun card? So then you'll just go ahead and just tuck this in behind the flap and your card is finished. So it was really fun sharing this project with you. Remember, this is part 2. Now part 3 is the best one of all. It's a punch art card you're not going to want to miss. So be sure to check back for part number 3. Aloha!